Hi, I'm someone who's really bad at Elden Ring, and I wanted to show you the tactics that I use to repeatably beat Dragonlord Placidusax. And this might be helpful to you, either if you're struggling with a fight, or you're a beginner, or you're like me and you're just bad at this game. And here I'll be using the Boss Arena mod and my Bad at Elden Ring build, both linked in the description below, to beat him 5 times in a row, just to show that the strategy I'm using is something that is repeatable. Now the thing with Placidusax is I built a super tanky character, and this is the only remembrance boss in the base game that actually managed to kill me during my run through with this build. And that is because he absolutely hits like a truck, and my brain was off in La La Land. I was kind of wondering if killing him was going to mess up using Millicent's Needle to kind of fix the whole Frenzied Flame ending thing. And as I was pondering this existential question, he does his diving swipe attack and he one-shots me, which had never happened on this very tanky build. So I was a little bit surprised and frankly a little bit impressed. Thankfully, that one particular attack is actually really easy to dodge if you just roll into it. Even I can dodge it, and I'm really bad at this game. I can dodge it if I'm paying attention. We're going to take him down using a combination of the Spirit Summon Latenna, who is my favorite Spirit Summon to use in these kind of large arena boss fights where the boss spends a lot of time very far away from you, and the Blackblade Incantation. Feel free to substitute Pest Threads in for Blackblade if you prefer it. I just prefer the feel of Blackblade, but they're comparable when your faith levels are not super high. So level 150 version of the Bad at Elden Ring build is what I'm using here. It's kind of an endgame boss, so somewhere in that 125 to 150 range is probably pretty reasonable for this. Like the Elden Beast, I recommend kind of dipping your toes into the DLC just to pick up Solitude armor for this fight, since it helps with defense a lot, since he hits really hard. Doesn't really matter what's on the Great Stars. Not going to use them in this fight, even though they're kind of in the base build. This is mainly going to be taking him down with Incantations and Blade of Death. In the Physic Flask, I have the Opaline Hard tier and the Holy Shrouding Crack tier for increased damage when casting Black Blade. And in that 4th Talisman slot is the Incantation boosting one. I very rarely use it. I just have it in here because couldn't think of anything better for this particular fight. But basic start to the fight is we are going to start off with our buffs. We're going to use Rune Arc to activate Radahn's Great Rune. We're going to cast Blessing of the Erd Tree. We're going to cast Golden Vow, and we're going to cast Black Flame's Protection. Then we're going to drink our blue flask and our Physic Flask and start walking forward. When his boss bar shows up, we're going to keep moving until we see kind of the initial red cast of one of his lightning attacks coming down in an AoE around us. And when that pops up, we're going to move around out of it and summon Latenna. Then we're going to charge forward, and we're going to hit him first with the Blade of Death, Ash of War on the Black Knife, and then we're just going to start wailing away with Black Knife, and you're going to hit him with that 7 or 8 times, and he's going to be dead. Unfortunately, in between starting casting it and being dead, he's going to run away a bunch of times. The main thing there is when he starts flying up in the air and starts swooping down towards you. When he first disappears, it's a good opportunity to drink flasks and cast Golden Vow, just to make sure that's up. But you do need to try and dodge that first swipe attack, because if you aren't at full health, it can absolutely one-shot you. So roll into that kind of diving swipe attack, and it's pretty easy to dodge. Then it's just chase him down and start casting Black Blade at him. Latenna's going to be whittling his health down this entire time pretty well. She actually gets one of the kills. I think the last kill out of the 5 she actually gets. Be careful when he starts his death laser fire nuclear attack. That can also kill you pretty easily, so make sure you kind of try and keep it full health by drinking flasks through that. It is just 7 or 8 casts of Black Blade to kill him. If you get him up close and shotgun him, hitting him with both the blade and the wave passing through multiple hitboxes, it doesn't take a lot of hits to actually take him down. So hopefully that's helpful. Feel free to continue watching me go through this a few times just to show just different variations of the AI and show that it is kind of a repeatable strategy against him. And I hope this was helpful in case any of you were having a hard time against him. All right, thanks.